Well, they're elusive and their numbers are a mystery. Experts say that's the status of one animal that seems to be holding its own in New Jersey. Environment correspondent Ed Rodgers has the story.
In the dead of winter, there's still some life along the Kittatinny Mountain Ridge. A group of state fish and wildlife biologists and volunteers have trapped a female bobcat that's part of an ongoing study. They plan to remove a collar that's helped them track the bobcat's movements for several years. The tracking collars help researchers pinpoint the forested corridors the bobcats travel through and other important habitat. Development and farming have pushed the animals to the mountainous northwest part of the state.
It's yet to be seen what effect or impact the Highlands Act is going to have. The Highlands is excellent bobcat habitat, most of it, and hopefully we'll get some additional protection through that act.
Mick Vallant heads this program. The collar on this bobcat was supposed to fall off but didn't. After being tranquilized, the animal is handled carefully.
Yeah, we're just putting some lubricant in their eyes. Once they succumb to the drug, their eyes remain open. You don't want the eye membrane to dry out.
Bobcats are an endangered species in New Jersey. In the late 1970s, 24 bobcats from Maine were released in the state. Biologists believe New Jersey's bobcat population is now stable, although they don't have an estimate on their numbers.
That's $1 million question. Everybody wants to know how many bobcats we have in New Jersey. This is a very secretive animal. It's not easily seen by people. It's hard for us to even do surveys in areas we know there are bobcats and get the amount of data that we would need to come up with a population estimate.
Bobcats need large tracts of forests. They eat smaller animals. Blood tests conducted on the animals show that New Jersey's bobcats are healthy. Vallant says there have been sightings and evidence that there are now bobcats in South Jersey. Several motion detection cameras set up on trails in North Jersey and other photographers have spotted the animals. Vallant says car traffic is the second biggest threat to bobcats. Over the last 5 years, a dozen animals have been hit and killed by cars, although the number is probably higher. To get a better idea of how many bobcats there are in New Jersey, biologists have turned to a different four-legged animal for help. His name is Bear. He's the state's rare species search dog. This Labrador Chow mix is trained to find what bobcats leave behind. When he discovers the bobcat scat, he sits, alerting his handler, Gretchen Fowles. The dog is also used to detect the presence of pine snakes and turtles.
Yeah, the advantage is that it's not invasive. You never have to touch or even see the species that you're interested in. The dogs also can cover a whole lot of ground.
The bobcat captured here is held for the night so biologists can be sure she is fully revived before setting her free. Ed Rodgers, NJN News, Stillwater Township.